You can see where my last one was, and here's where my new one is. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I've got stuff to do. You're gonna come with me if you want to. First, it's kind of chilly out. I mean, I'm still wearing shorts, but I feel like it is grilled cheese and tomato soup kind of day. So let's make some grilled cheese. It's been a good morning here at our house. Although I had a dream last night that Peter and I were like in a movie or something, and the producer was like kind of rude and didn't care about the people who were in the movie. And we were in this bus, and the scene was we were like being chased or something, and so the bus like drives up this hill and then falls backward into water. And so Peter and I are in the back of the bus. This is a dream. Back of the bus, strapped in, we go upside down underwater, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be okay, just hold my breath. 2, 3, 4. I'm like, whew, is it gonna get out of the water soon? And finally it gets out of the water, and I was like, excuse me, that's really difficult because I have cystic fibrosis, my lungs don't work that great. And the producer didn't care at all that I was basically drowning in the back seat. Anyway, that was my dream, and I am really glad that that's not real life. So I'm breathing fine. Crazy town. Do you guys have dreams? Do you have crazy dreams? Oh, Harry, no baby, no baby. He's like, can you say good morning? Can you say good morning? We just had the best snuggle on the couch, but I really need to get some stuff done, so sorry, Harry. So let's make some grilled cheese. So Peter doesn't really like grilled cheese and tomato soup. I grew up eating it with a friend, and I really like it. I really, really enjoy it. I have to be in the right mood for it, but I asked Peter, hey, I'm thinking about making grilled cheese and tomato soup for lunch this week. Is that something you're interested in eating, or should I just make it for myself? He was like, I might eat a little bit, yeah. So we will see. I'm having kind of an early lunch. I'm not sure. I don't think he's gonna be in the mood to eat right now because he just had some oatmeal a little bit ago. But I'll offer it to him. And sometimes I mean, I eat this like maybe 3 times a year, if that. And I can't really eat an entire can of soup by myself, so sometimes I pour half of it into a Ziploc, like the concentrate, pour half of it into a Ziploc and freeze it. But then I find I don't really get it out and thaw it out. So I thought, today I'll make the whole can, and then I'll just put little portions in glass bowls, or like my little, like this, but the smaller version, in the refrigerator, and maybe I'll eat it for lunch tomorrow or something like that. So I'm not really sure why I was talking about that, but there's my plan. We got this teeny tiny pan for our wedding almost 10 years ago. Yeah, in like about 3 months, we're gonna celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's funny because people think I look really like a lot younger than I actually am. It is kind of hysterical when they're like, wait, did you say you're married? And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be celebrating 10 years soon. They're like, what? It's kind of that shock factor. It's kind of funny. All right. I remember one time my friend and I made grilled cheese and tomato soup, and like the tomato soup, oh, it's ready to flip. All right. Okay, turn the pan down. Hold just one moment. I'll be back in just a moment. Did I turn the pan down? Turn the pan down. Okay. So my friend and I made grilled cheese and tomato soup, and for some reason the milk like curdled when we put it in to make the tomato soup, and it was so disgusting. Like curdled tomato and milk. Not appetizing at all. All right, our soup is steaming. We're getting close. If you guys are hungry right now, this like steaming soup is probably convincing you that you need to eat grilled cheese and tomato soup right now. And there we go. Anyway, this perfect little pan, I just love it. And that's all I have to say. Okay, one last memory slash note about grilled cheese. I grew up going to Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, and after our appointments, or maybe we had 2 appointments or something, in between we would go to this one certain cafeteria. There was like the main one in the basement, and then there was this one, like I feel like it was on the 4th floor or something like that. And we'd go in, and they had like a big salad bar, they had a pizza place, and then they had this other place, like a sandwichy kind of place. And I always went to the sandwich place and asked for a grilled cheese, and they'd take a ladle of this like grease or buttery, greasy stuff, pour it on the big flat top, and then make a grilled cheese on top of there. And that, yeah, I never wanted to get the hot meal where it's like chicken and choose a side and like green beans and potatoes or whatever. I was never into that. I was just always like, I just need me a grilled cheese. And yeah, but we also used to get miniature pizzas at that hospital, and that's a really fun memory. There are ways to go through a hard hospital day and find little joys to be thankful for, like miniature pizzas or hospital grilled cheese. This tastes even better than I thought it would. It's incredible. And it's empty. That's one of the things I need to do today. I just remembered another part of my dream, that I was like on the road, and then this nurse had to be there to observe when I did sub-Q IG. And I was all disheveled. I wasn't doing it right. And the needle ended up falling off, and the tegaderm like didn't stick. It was like a huge mess. I was dreaming about that. I do need to do sub-Q today, so that's probably why I was dreaming it. But yeah, I need to fill up my pill case, my Combler, which is a made-up word. It just kind of randomly came out one day. I was like, could you hand me my Combler? And then in real life, in French, it means to fill or fill up. And so it's kind of perfect because you have to fill up your Combler. Anyway, I need to fill up my Combler. I need to switch my Dexcom. It's about to expire. And then I need to do sub-Q at some point. So let's get it done. Okay, going to fill up my Combler, and like I said, sensor expiring. You can see where my last one was, and here's where my new one is. I find that my right thigh is the absolute best place for my Dexcom. It doesn't get smashed when I'm sleeping. It just works really well for me, so that's where I put it. Oh, and if you're like, hey, what's that thing on your leg? Good question. It's called a continuous glucose monitor, so it checks my blood sugar every 5 minutes and gives me the reading on my phone. It helps to alert me when my blood sugar is gonna go low or high, and it usually helps tell me before I start feeling it. That way I can treat before it gets too super low.
As Mary said, Wednesdays are full of medical stuff, which meant it was also full of a ton of footage, including a trip to the hospital, so tune in tomorrow for the rest of this vlog, and as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys. I guess I should go find Ollie. Good night, Ollie boy.